Hey Austin and Stefan, thanks again for sending in a video here. Swing overall is looking really good, definitely looking better. A couple modifications to make. They're going to seem somewhat subtle or somewhat tiny, so I don't want that to be come across as discouraging or anything like that. I definitely think you're heading in the right direction, and then I'm really happy to hear the putting helped. If you can make it over to my new club, I promise you I'll be able to help you a lot more than that. But anyways, I really happy to hear that helped. Let's take a look. I believe we got the toss drill here first. So again, like I said, this looks probably the best it's looked that you've ever sent. Um, I am being very, it may sound hypercritical, and I don't want you to get discouraged by that, but that's just kind of where we're at with your game. I like that the knees are coming together. I like that the shaft's kind of in line. You're tossing the ball effectively with your body, not your arms. So this is all fantastic. Only thing I'd like to see is basically straighten both legs a bit here. So this right leg would actually be pretty straight, and frankly, this leg would be not completely straight, but more straight than it is, and the belt buckle would rise, and the pelvis would kind of move up. Okay, so another way to think about it would be it'd be almost like if you had a line at your belt buckle here, and then as you advanced forward, that belt buckle would be above that line, which it looks like it is slightly, but it could be another 2-3 inches or so. So just go ahead and straighten both legs a bit here into the fall through. So there is an element of rotation and turning, but there's also an element of pushing off the ground and straightening the legs a bit too. Okay, so taking a look at down the line, I want to show you a couple of things here. So if the ball's consistently going to the left, I would look at a couple of things. One would be a continuation of what we're already doing. So the wrist still needs to be a little bit more arched than this, specifically the face, right? So the face is almost like pointed straight up and down. I'd like to see if you can't get it tilted down just a little bit more. So that'll help the face be more closed through impact. And then to kind of piggyback on one of your questions or comments in the notes was like you weren't exactly sure that if I didn't get the pivot right, you would hook it. What I mean is, if you are to get the face more in this angle or more closed than it is now, I mean, really that would be square, but closed relative to where you have it now. And if you stall your pivot and you don't do this toss-like motion, you'll definitely hook it because the hands will overtake. Um, so you would definitely feel that if that happened. But anyways, if the ball's going a little bit left here, I would just kind of basically keep doing what you're doing. Keep trying to get that toe a little bit more down. That will help you with that from going left. The next thing, and again, I'm just looking at one swing here, and hard for me to really know, but the ball is really close to the hosel. I mean, this almost looks like a shank. Now, again, I'm just looking at one shot. I mean, maybe you hit this one a little bit on the heel, and the rest you didn't. But that may be something that you want to look at. You just more or less like pay attention to it on the face. You could put like baby powder on the face, or you can buy face tape pretty inexpensively and put it on the face. Just kind of see where you're hitting it. Some people are surprised, um, but I do want to piggyback on that a little bit. So I got this line obviously off your head, and in the backswing you do fall a bit closer to the ball. That may contribute to some of these heel or hosel shots here. You kind of have to pull back away. So I do want you to feel like you're basically standing a little bit further from the, I should restate that. At the top of the swing, your head is going to feel basically just further from the ball, as if a buddy of yours was holding a club in front of your hat here. I basically want, it might feel a little bit more weight in the heels because your tilts aren't way off. I just want you to feel like your head's staying back just a little bit here. Probably a relatively subtle feel compared to everything else we have going on. So let's review everything. Keep running the toss drill, it's looking great. I want you just to push the legs up a little bit, so a little bit more leg straighter, more extension there. And then check your face, the club face, see if you are in fact hitting it in the heel. Keep working on getting the face more closed on the downswing, more arching of the wrists. And then feel the head just a little further from the ball in the backswing. If you go to the range with a buddy, have them put a club off your hat and you keep your head away from that. Okay? As always, let me know if you have any questions. You can always shoot me an email or send another video. Thanks.